Twitter, a place where people can show their true emotions of rage, anger, and disgust to others in the Twitter sphere, or celebrate and express their real-time excitement to once-in-a-lifetime events. Most importantly, it is a place where the truth comes out and authenticity comes first. For my final project, I chose to interview Michelle Slater, Head of Business Marketing at Twitter Canada. Just for a bit of an overview, this is everything I will be covering in the video today, and let's just jump right in. As you can see, Michelle has a vast amount of experience in many areas of marketing. After working at RBC for her entire career, she followed her passion for tech to Twitter. Michelle's success has been due to a combination of creativeness and hard work. Other than marketing, her passions include running and giving back to the community. I chose to interview Michelle as I have learned the power of social media throughout this course, and I felt that she could give me good insight into how Twitter is being marketed to businesses. I got in contact with Michelle through my sister, who also works at Twitter, and we set up a call from there. A lesson that I learned was to make sure I contacted Michelle early, as I was aware of her busy schedule. When asked about Twitter's unique selling point and how she gets this point across to businesses, Michelle emphasized the real-time authenticity of Twitter. She explained that Twitter allows companies to find targeted groups of people who are passionate and tweeting about their interests. Michelle mentioned that she can go to Twitter to see what strangers are saying about the newest trending running gear, something she could not do on Facebook or Instagram as they are more for personal content. I then asked Michelle to describe one client that effectively uses Twitter. Surprisingly, Michelle mentioned No Name Brand. They were successful because they did their market and consumer analysis and recognized that a lot of Canadians were talking about them, particularly on Twitter. By harnessing this data, they started to own who they were as a brand, which resulted in strange and funny tweets. What makes them so popular and one of Twitter's best clients is that they are authentic and true to their brand. Next, I asked Michelle about upcoming trends. She explained that as things in the industry continue to move fast, it will be very important for marketers to stay on top of how consumers are changing. Michelle emphasized the importance of having good social listening, having access to data, and having an ability to analyze it in real time. Michelle also communicated to me that although in marketing there's always a bit of a twist to get consumers to buy products, authenticity will continue to win, something that brands such as Patagonia and Mountain Equipment Co-op show by being environmentally and socially aware of their product's impact. Finally, I asked Michelle what 2 character traits she believes are most important in becoming a successful marketer. She responded by saying that she believes to be successful in this industry, you need to be curious and have an interest in learning, not just about concepts, but about consumers. She also mentioned that it is important to never be satisfied with your work and always look for ways to improve. You must be willing, as Michelle says, to take an axe to your own work and start over if something failed. The first lesson I learned from Michelle is that authenticity sells, not only products, but people. Michelle mentioned that in interviews she likes to ensure candidates are good human beings, and this comes with being able to stay true to your brand and communicate it authentically. Both business-wise and personally, authenticity wins. The second lesson I learned from this interview was to always be prepared for change. An important tip for Michelle was to constantly be reading. Whether it be newsletters or following people on Twitter, staying on top of trends is vital in marketing. The first course takeaway that this project reinforced was the importance of social media, but more specifically the importance of choosing the right platform based on your brand, as each platform has its own unique attributes and benefits. The final course takeaway was that using consumer data and consumer analysis is vital for company success. Using some of Twitter's superpowers to find out what consumers are doing, feeling, and saying can help to enhance a company's campaign and social presence, as was the case for the No Name brand. To end off, I want to thank Michelle again for taking the time out of her busy schedule to help me on this project. I believe this is a quote that captures the authenticity Twitter sells, unless of course the without thinking part is taken too literally.